So people call me lucky when they learn that I conceived within 1 month of even thinking that I would want a baby. But what they do not realize is that the story was not always like that. The story starts in the year 2000 when I got my first period. Now for the next 6 months, I did not get any period. And then it took me a year to get my next one. But by that time, in 2002, I was 14 years of age and 25 to 30 kgs overweight. But that led me to make some decisions in life that led me to conceive in 1 month at the age of 35. Now, if you are someone who's looking to have a baby, if you are someone who's dealing with fertility issues, serious conditions like PCOD, PCOS, endometriosis, blocked fallopian tube, or any other, then this video is for you. I will share all the things that worked for me in my fertility journey, and I'm sure that it will help you too. In the end, I will also give you a phrase that will help you change your life entirely. So stay till the end. My name is Gurpreet Kaur Sanyal, a yogic science and naturopathy postgraduate, a Yoga Alliance certified trainer, and an expert of fertility, prenatal and postnatal yoga. Make sure you have a pen and a paper handy for this video. My name is Gurpreet Kaur Sanyal and welcome to Momentum Women, where we support you in your fertility, prenatal and postpartum journey. This video will be divided into 3 sections: physical, mental and spiritual. These 3 aspects will help you conceive, and I'll let you know how. We will first start with the basics, the physical body. When I started dealing with issues early on in life, my mom made a decision for me. That was to join yoga classes. I was 14 years of age and about 90 kgs. And let me tell you, in 2002, not a lot of people were joining yoga classes or yoga sessions. In fact, I think I joined because I used to live near Rishikesh, and my mom and I were fascinated by yoga. At that time, I can say that in the town that I lived, there were more gyms than yoga classes. But inside my heart, I just enjoyed the process. I enjoyed the beauty of the art, and I felt privileged because I was taught by an authentic yoga teacher. Now, I understand that everyone is an authentic yoga teacher, but this woman literally had dedicated her life to yoga. She made me reverse whatever that I had in 3 months. So in 3 months, I had my monthly cycle regular. I was losing weight. I was gaining confidence. Thereafter, just everything good happened in my life. However, the pain that came along with every monthly cycle was unbearable. And people really thought that it's just something every woman goes through, and I'm not able to take the pain, or I'm not able to bear the pain. And I understand that because a lot of people are conditioned to think like that. But with my knowledge and whatever education that I've received now, I can understand that it was not normal for me. And I'll tell you a funny story. When I was in labor, I told my doctor that the pain that I got early on in the labor was similar to the pain that I used to bear during my periods. But I should say that the pain was gone when I did my post-graduation in yoga. I was really dedicated to doing yoga at that point of time, in learning the art. I was dedicated to doing everything. I was preparing for the examinations. I was learning every asana. So magically, I'm not sure how, but the pain became bearable after that. I understand that I am one of the lucky ones who got healed by yoga before they even had the intelligence to go get the condition diagnosed. Because all the symptoms tell me that perhaps in the past I had PCOD or PCOS or endometriosis or some kind of cyst. That got healed. These are just the symptoms that I'm talking about. However, with my clients, I see day in and day out, I get a lot of women who are impacted by serious conditions like PCOD, PCOS, blocked fallopian tube, or endometriosis, and they add yoga to their daily life. Their life changes. I understand that I was one of the few lucky ones who got to learn this magic, this system, early on at the age of 14, and not everyone gets to do that. But that's the magic of the system, that if you dedicate yourself, if you learn whatever that you're guided, that if you have a certain condition and a teacher is guiding you to do certain poses, that will give you benefit starting day one if you're regular with it. So it doesn't have to be years and years of practice. The benefits start from day one. All right. So yoga is something that worked for me, and I see all around me with my clients that yoga works like magic. Another thing that worked for me for my physical body was nutrition. Now, I should say that I love to cook and I love homemade meals. I love ghee. That is clarified butter. I add ghee to my meals, even prepare tempering with it. So I love a nutritious meal, except these 3 years wherein I was in a very demanding job. But except these 3 years that I had, I have been cooking myself, or generally I prefer a homemade meal. But if you're someone who does not like to cook or does not get homemade meal, then my advice to you would be just don't have packaged food or just food with preservatives. Anything that is just sold ready-made and kept on the shelf for a longer period of time, that is something that you should avoid. But little things like even drinking water can impact your fertility journey. For example, if you drink water right after you've had food, then it can harm the digestive fire that you have in your belly, which is jatagani. That's according to Ayurveda and yoga. So if it impacts, then your bile will not function properly. It will harm the digestive function. And then if your gut is not proper, then of course your HPO axis gets disturbed. I understand that was a lot of logic and science used there, but understand that nutrition plays a big part in your journey towards health. It can be the way you eat food, how much you eat food, the way you drink water, everything. But one thing, apart from the nutrition, that worked for me the best was to not eat any meal with guilt. Up until 28 years of age, I used to eat every bite with guilt, that this is making me fat. I'm going to get fat. But this was very subconsciously happening. And I had to change that. And I would advise you to do the same. You cannot bless your food with wrong intentions. When you eat, just enjoy the flavor. Enjoy it, bless it, have gratitude, appreciate your food. And that is going to make a big difference, even if you're not having such a healthy meal. Practice it, and it will then become your second nature. On a side note, I must tell you that my mother-in-law cooks this recipe of banana flowers. She said that it's very useful to heal uterus. So, if you want this recipe, I can request her. Just write down in the comments that you would want this recipe, and perhaps I can make a different video on it, okay? Now that was the physical part. Let's talk about the mental aspect. In my heart, subconsciously or consciously, I already knew that I will be a mother. At one point of time, I already knew that I was a mother. Now, how it worked for me, or how subconsciously I knew that I was a mother, there's a story, there's something happened, but it starts with a tragedy. My mother passed away in the year 2021, and I was not able to come out of it. It was very difficult for me to bear the pain. I think it's difficult, of course, for everyone. So, my brother and my boyfriend at that time, who's now my husband, gave me a cat. And as soon as I held the cat against my chest, I'm not able to describe what it was, but I felt warmth and a cooling effect at the same time in my heart, in my physical heart. It was a cooling effect and warmth just mixed together. So at that moment, I think I realized that I was a mom. I was a mom to a cat, a beautiful soul that entered into my life, and I would have to nurture that soul. And I think that's what parenting is. You invite a soul into your life, you nurture that soul, you give them opportunities in life, you do whatever that you can so that they fulfill the purpose of their life. So I think at one point of time I was also open to adopting. I'm still open to adopting. I think it's a wonderful thing. It's all about parenting. It's all about being a parent. So I did not torture my soul in any way. Mentally, I was not stressed. I accepted that I am going to be a mother. And when my cat entered my life, I was sure that I am a mother. I took care of my cat. I still do. I love him. He's the apple of my eye. So my message to you would be, do not torture your soul. Do not think about it too much. Use affirmations if you have to, or use meditation like alpha meditation works really well. Any meditation for a goal, to achieve a goal. But all in all, you would have to be relaxed. You would have to believe in yourself and believe in your dream that it will happen for you without a shadow of doubt, and not think about it too much that your life just revolves around this, that you have to be pregnant. That is something that has to be done. It will happen. Avoid giving yourself timelines. Do not say in a year I will get pregnant, or in 2 years I will get pregnant, or in 6 months I will get pregnant. Just accept the process and know that you're becoming a mother. You're in the process of your fertility journey, right? It's known as a journey because it is really a journey. It's not a day, fertility day. It's a journey. So you're on your journey and you're making the right decisions. I will also list the link to the affirmations that I used when I was thinking of getting pregnant. That'll be in the description box. Another thing that I did to maintain my mental peace was to meditate. Now, meditation, it seems like a cliche, but honestly, it can do wonders for your fertility. It reduces cortisol levels. Now, cortisol is a hormone that is, if not balanced, then it cannot be good for your body. It gives you belly fat. It plays with your insulin resistance. It has a lot of effects on other hormones such as estrogen and progesterone, which are really essential for implantation and ovulation. So you would have to dial the stress down. So we can all leave our jobs, go in a cave and just sit and meditate and not be in the world. Thank God that was a joke. Well, you can take the easier route. You can do yoga and meditation to just manage your stress. Now let's talk about the spiritual aspect. So why spirituality? And how I did it was through mantras. I am a big believer of mantras. I think these are words backed by science. This is ancient science that I'm talking about, and it's all energy. So think about it. They say that everything is energy. The plants are energy. I am energy. Any metal is energy. Thoughts are energy. So our words are energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. And so when you carry the positive energy in your aura through mantras, through chanting mantras, it does help you manifest better experiences. So it connects your consciousness to the higher consciousness. What does that do? That helps you get rid of all the negative emotions that you have. Big ones like jealousy. So if you look at a happy mom and happy babies, you feel great for them, but deep down inside, some people develop a little bit of jealousy or negative emotions. So when you're jealous, you're sending a signal to the universe that I lack something. What does the universe respond with? Okay, I will give you lack again, because it'll bounce back. So this is what spirituality does for you. It keeps your emotions, it keeps your energy balanced. And I understand that it's very difficult for people. So for them, there's a phrase. I was watching a video of someone on YouTube. So she said that the moment I'm jealous of someone, or the moment I see someone else achieving something that I want to, then I tell myself, me next. And it's such a fabulous phrase, me next. Imagine the next time you see someone achieving something that you want and you tell yourself, me next. Wow. You appreciate them. You send them blessings. The blessings bounce back. You get the blessings and you affirm it to yourself that I am the next one that's getting this. I think that's a phrase that has the capacity to change your entire life. It surely does mine. So that was it. 3 aspects: physical, mental, and spiritual. I'm sure that even if you do the physical bit of it, it will help you a lot. The mental is something that can be achieved by a lot of believers. And spiritual is something that is a choice. That is something that you can even use to just enhance your life. So that was it. This is what worked for me. And this is how I also help my clients all around the world to achieve their dreams of becoming a mother. And if you have reached this point, then please consider subscribing to this channel. This channel is dedicated to your fertility journey, prenatal and postnatal journey. In the month of January 2025, we are coming up with a lot of videos that will help you with your fertility journey. So stay tuned, all the best, and thank you so much for watching this.